Grand FRI-YAY icons, what up? What's good? It is your boy Big Zig along with Nurse Nancy and the one and only Sarge. We are live from Friday all over the world.
Yeah.
Hello. How are
Hello,
we doing, guys?
icons.
What's up, family? What's going
Yeah.
on? What's going on?
It's
We
Friday.
it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. Zig just reminded me that, he joined our family. What was it? 3, 4 years ago, Zig? How long ago?
4 years ago, I was
Four
like
years ago.
officially in like talking, and we did our
Mm.
first show a couple years ago with you and Heidi. Yep.
Listen,
Hmm.
man, is the timeline speeding up or what? Because it just
Yes.
feels like Joe Biden was stumbling over his ass on in the White House. It really do. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? No stumbling, bumbling fool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Falling off his bike.
Falling up the stairs and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, we gotta deal with this for 4 years. No, Sarge, the White House is gonna do it in 6 months, Sarge. 6 months. Well, the 6 months coming. Well, it's gonna be another 6 months, Sarge. I'm like, just chill out. It's gonna last as long as it lasts. This is war. You know what I'm saying? This is how war is done. You don't have a date to end it and begin it. You know what I'm saying? It was funny, right? Because I was looking at old clips of Trump last night,
Mhm.
and when the Japanese premier, okay, the Japanese president, she's a lady now, and she came on. I think was they in Japan? I think they were in Japan when.
She's a lady now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's a lady. I don't know if it was a lady boy or a lady, girl or whatever. But I don't want to even get into
she,
that.
she replaced dude that got murdered, right?
Huh?
She replaced the prime minister that was
Yeah,
murdered.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was a
yeah.
good dude.
And
Anyway,
it was
whatever.
funny because one of the reporters asked Trump. They said, "Mr. Trump." He didn't sound like that. He didn't sound like this, but doesn't it give more
Oh.
effect because they're Japanese? Mr. Trump, why didn't you tell us about when you were gonna bomb Iran? And Trump looked at the reporter and says, "Well, we wanted to surprise them, like 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 you guys did in World War II. Only Trump could do that. You know what I'm saying?"
Pearl
And
Harbor.
You see
you
the
could
look on
see
her face?
yeah, the
The
look
look
on
on
her
her face
face,
was
the
like,
look on the primary's face was like she shrank. She got so small, Zig. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, you be Pearl Harbor.
yeah.
Oh, I sorry, Mr. Oh,
I'm
you
sorry,
went
so
Mr.
there.
Trump.
sorry.
Say we like surprises, like Pearl Harbor. You know what I mean? You guys
Right.
know about that. Y'all know about that. Y'all experts on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the
I'm like,
element of surprise. We don't forecast what we're going to do.
dude, yeah.
Oh, the
Only
look on
Trump.
her face was priceless.
Yeah, that face,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
that had to be like that's part of the movie that I enjoy.
Yeah,
And I patted
likewise.
myself on the back. I said, I voted for this shit.
Yes.
yo, because Cat Williams kidded, right? Cat Williams said, man, we used to
Mm.
not pay attention to politics before Trump got in. He's saying we was like, we go and look at politics for 1 minute and we go on about our business. He
Hmm.
says, now we looking at politics like it's the Super Bowl
Yes.
every day.
That's great. I love
you
that.
know, you know,
Uh-huh.
every
This is
freaking
it.
day. What
We're
happened to me?
never going to see anything like this ever again with Trump.
No.
The only reason the mainstream media still has a job or a business is because of Trump.
Yo,
That's
my
it.
camera, my camera is messing with me, Zig. Look at, I'm not doing this. Do y'all see me moving
Yeah.
in off and on? I'm like,
Yeah,
what
Uh-huh.
the hell?
it's like focusing in and out of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm saying my
Yeah.
camera's got a
It's
mind of its
tracking
own.
you.
Damn.
Maybe it's Trump
Well,
in the
it's a
White Hats, okay, looking at
Uh-huh.
me right now.
maybe you're just a hologram and you're not telling
Yeah,
us. You're
yeah.
not a real person.
I'm on.
This is
Matter of
icons.
fact, I hate to tell you that I hate to tell you that I'm on planet Aropia, and I'm getting ready to watch a lot of people get hung today. And I hope you guys could be here with me, but
Utopia.
yeah.
Yes.
Today is FRI-YAY, guys. We have fun. We have fun.
Yes.
I don't take nothing serious today. This is the day where I just sit back and relax and kick on jokes that happened either this week or the week before or the week before, whenever they happen, because this is like a living sitcom that we're living through right now. And a lot of
Literally.
Yep.
people so serious and they're getting, man, we're in a war and we're not supposed to be having this much fun.
No. It's supposed to be miserable.
Yeah, yeah. Trump make it fun, okay? Uh,
No, he does.
Everything that and right now, people like us that's been awake for a while really have to pay attention to what he says, even
Hmm.
though he goes off on tantrums, off script and all that. But some of the things that he says is very, very important. Like when he's talking about the Save Act and when he's talking about the things that's going over in Israel. It's really important because he's telling us what is really going on behind the scenes. They're tearing, I think the Iranian war happened way before this even they cleaned it out, and
Hmm.
now it's just a little bit of polishing that they got to do to make this thing. Because man, there's no way that we haven't seen any. Have y'all seen any videos
No,
online from the people that's there?
No.
no.
I wonder why. Why is that?
Right.
Now people are gonna say, "Hey, well, SARGE, they got a media blackout over there, and they cannot get on the internet." And I'm like, I'm watching a video the other day where this guy said that he was the cousin of another guy that lived in Iran, and they were just on the phone talking and FaceTiming and all this other. I says they do have internet. They have Starlink if they really wanted to use it. But why haven't we seen any footage from what's happening over there? And then when they do put footage out, the mainstream news put it out. It's shit from the Obama days when he was over there bombing shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's
Hmm.
like fake news is being fake news for a reason.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they keep
So
repeating the same clip, over, through a cycle to make
Hmm.
it look new. Just like we see that who is it? Trey Yanks they're all from Tel Aviv. That's where they're reporting from.
mhm.
Iran is a huge company. You don't think that they can't broadcast from their own. So just like we see, and you bring a good point, like with Kiev, we see Kiev now doesn't look very war torn to me. I don't know.
They was just showing a picture with it. They said, "Well, this is far away from the war zone," but they were out there dancing, disco in it, and
Right.
at a party, and everybody was just having fun. And this is the Ukraine that you supported with your $1 trillion of our money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, okay. I don't
Oh,
think. What? Go ahead. None of.
oh, sorry, I had an ADD moment. I was going to say one of our great administrators, I forget who it was. Maybe you guys can help me. Posted that Zelensky, the painting that was stolen in France that was worth a lot
Mm-hmm.
was found.
Oh.
It's supposed to be in there's a picture of him with it in his possession, and then there's some type of dragonfly pennant that his wife was caught wearing. So they're saying that he hired some people to pull it off. I said cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a
All
hell of
that
a drug.
money we sent over there,
Yeah.
the billions every week. It just stopped, right? And nobody wants to talk about that, but they want to start breaking balls about how the Iran war is starting to cost us money. Really? Really?
Yeah, that's what Heidi said. That's her answer now.
Oh,
Yeah, what about Ukraine? Okay, what about Ukraine? All right, y'all gonna say and we've been there what, 4 months? How long it's been? 4 months?
yeah.
Yeah.
Four
Just,
months. Okay.
yeah.
And they had a graph out where they said in Vietnam they were there for 25 years. The Korean War they were there for, Afghanistan they were there for 20 years. Trump's been there and how many people that died? How many soldiers died? It was in the thousands. Okay, Trump's been there 4 months. We lost maybe what, 12 or 13 people,
Mhm.
12 to 15 people, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's costing us absolutely nothing. I'm gonna tell you that right
Well,
now.
because the difference between the wars then and the wars now, the previous wars were bankers' wars. They were
Yep.
generating, they were
Yeah,
doing all kinds of no
and
good.
that was
Never
a
ending.
trap. You know, that was a trap for the in a military operation to send the money over to Ukraine.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is to see who's sending money, where, and who they're sending it to.
Yep.
You know they're tracking and tracing all this shit.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
don't think they saw a dime of that money. I think
Right.
it's really all just a front. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Yeah,
they're gonna be exposing all these deep state globalists, criminals that was in Ukraine, Nazis or whatever you want to call them, because
right.
a lot of people don't realize that's where the Nazis, the bad Nazi people, ran when they got out of Germany.
Yeah.
And and
Yep.
and it's been one of the most corrupt countries on the planet for like 20 years straight.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
Ukraine was, and all the human trafficking in the tunnels and
And the
all
nefarious.
the biolabs that was going on over there, and I heard there was a space art there from other people, when
Hmm.
you go off world,
Yeah.
I try to listen to everything because
Yeah.
there's a little truth in everything.
Hmm.
Well, you put that we talk about the Trump with the draconian post, right? And the Alpha Dracos and all.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's their original homeland, right? Or something of that nature, right? That's where they were originally from or coming from or whatever. And just like you all alluded to, that place is the absolute most corrupt place almost on planet Earth. I mean, there are termite mounds of
Well,
tunnels, human
what?
trafficking. They said Joe Biden had like
Let's
600 miles worth.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It
whatever,
wasn't Joe Biden. It was in Joe Biden's name, but he was
right.
part
Hmm.
of it. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
the cabal. They use. Hey Nancy, let's put this in your name. Oh, hey Zig, let's put this in your name, and you
Hmm.
take the heat.
Yep.
But it's the ones behind the scene that's fronting and paying for this shit and running the show
Mhm.
that's doing it. But Ukraine and Iran, the two top most corrupt countries on the planet. Okay, you see how the alliance is taking them out.
Venezuela. Yep.
Hmm.
Venezuela was what that was one. Yeah, that graph said Venezuela war one day, zero Americans lost. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Who does that? Where can you go to another country's capital, kidnap their president in the middle of the night, and nobody die? Okay, and you get away with it, and now he's the one that's over here testifying against the freaking criminals that was using Smartmatic and um, Dominion.
Dominion.
Dominion was based in Canada now, so Canada is like, oh, we are your friend. No, you're not.
No.
You being controlled by that same entity called the City of London in the Vatican. Okay, that's who was controlling you, Canada. Okay, so don't give me this shit. And you working with the CCP.
Mhm.
CCP was all over there, setting up shop. Matter of fact, when the 2020 election was basically allowed to be stolen, they were in the tunnels and the alliance took them out. It was like 500 of the CCP soldiers that they took out. They're not telling how they took them out, but I'm thinking they used a very classified weapon, was
Oh,
sound
yeah.
sound frequency that'll put
Yeah.
them all to sleep, and then they can just walk and cuff them all and take them to wherever they got to rope them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
Yep.
saying?
Mhm. Yep.
Don't worry,
Yep.
we'll treat you humane,
Mhm.
but until we put this rope around your neck,
Yeah.
till you pay for your crimes against humanity, you know,
Yeah.
because they can't live among us, guys. I mean,
No.
they can't.
No, they
They're not
cannot.
humans. They're not human, and I hate to say that. We live
No.
among hybrids,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
know.
In order for us to shift, we don't vibrate on the same thinking of a narcissistic sociopath with a reptile-minded brain. Now, we do have a reptile brain amongst our neocortex, our limbic system. We have a reptile brain, a reptilian part of our brain, right? But that doesn't, we have choice. Reptiles, the cold-blooded creatures, they eat their own. Alligators eat their children, and so on and so forth. So, you know, um, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, we,
Yeah.
we can't. They can't exist on the same damn frequency. We can't
No,
have these people
no,
amongst us. No.
Yo,
no.
yo, I, let me just tell you, man. They call us the far right, and if you're not a bone smuggler, or even don't approve of bone
Ooh.
smugglers, you are far right. Am I right? If you don't want men to dress up as women, putting their balls in kids' faces in cereal, you far right. You
Far
know,
right, Trump tard,
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Far right today is common sense. You know,
Yeah.
Yes.
what do we want? We want safe cities. Oh, you far right. We don't want men pretending to be women in women's sports. Oh, you so far right. And it's women that's calling me that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? These people are totally detached from reality. And I'm not even talking about the ones that's out there doing it. I'm talking about the ones that's out there agreeing and nodding their head like sheep. You know,
Mhm.
those are the ones that we're after because they're good people that have
Yeah.
got bamboozled by
Yeah.
this MK Ultra psyop.
Oh
You know
yeah.
that these people were pulling on the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Look
Yeah.
at when the people came over here from across the seas and they saw how Americans were. Look how look how wonderful they said. Oh my God, we didn't know them. They told us America was dangerous and nasty, and the people was like treat us like shit, and they don't want to. And they come over here. We the most loving, kindness, beautiful people on the planet. And this is what we are. You just don't want to piss us off. You don't want to
No.
piss Americans off. I mean, we got that in our DNA somehow. You know, you do not want to piss us off. And we are being so patient with these people that are really our own Americans should know better,
Right.
but they have been sleeping at the wheel, and we have to give them a chance. We woke up a long time ago,
Mm.
and we're waiting for these fools to wake up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And if they wake up, good. If they don't, a rope you.
Right. You
You
gonna
gone.
learn
You know what I'm
somehow.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm at that point. I don't give a damn no more. We sick of waiting on you. You holding up progress, man.
Yeah.
Really real
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. You
Yep.
ever had that friend that you got to get to a concert or you got to get to a certain place to, to hang out at a certain time, and there's always one or two friends that's lagging behind.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They always gonna make you late. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Mhm.
These are these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These people, they
Those
always late, man. We leaving, man. We'll meet you there. Take a Uber, man. We done.
it's
I'm
all
not
about
waiting on you
them.
any longer.
It's all
Uh-huh.
about them.
Yeah.
It's that slave matrix keeping up with the Joneses. I'm important and I have to seek attention and people please and all this shit to feel fulfilled in life. All this superficial shit that we were brainwashed and well MK Ultra, whether it's trauma, stuff through the TV or just watching, everything from reality TV in the early 2000s all the way up to whatever they call it now, which is just absolute garbage.
Hmm.
But you know,
I
you
know.
can't
Yeah.
you can only polish a turd for so long. However, you know, it seems like there's so many people that just I heard our sister Anina talk about this the other day. She's like, it just seems like the normies are just kind of on autopilot, like, oh yeah, we knew that, no big deal. Aliens falling down. Oh, we can manipulate time, space, and energy. All these things are being revealed. Big Mike, all election fraud, all this stuff. Woo, woo, woo. And it reminds me of when the Associated Press ran the Crimes Against Humanity Pfizer papers, and every single nationally distributed paper in the United States, online or on this. But hey, no worries. We're just getting mild carditis, died suddenly, all these crazy diseases, but it's just normal. It's normal for a 26-year-old to have an enlarged heart and almost die with blood clots and all this. Can't run or do any exercise ever again.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
No big deal.
You know something. You make a good point
You
because
make a really good point.
it's really sad because we have fun. We're laughing and joking at times. You know, I'm a very serious guy. You
Yeah.
know, but I'm not gonna let my seriousness override who I am. And this war has come we've been the trauma that these people have put on us is
Mhm.
unimaginable. And if people really think that we're gonna let these idiots, these bone smugglers, these degenerates, these Satan worshippers, these just totally parasites of the planet get away with this shit. Now I heard that this fake ass Fauci is gonna be appearing before the Congress next week. It's gonna be another show. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another show, but I think this time it's gonna get a little bit more serious. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna. I hope they call him out on his crimes against humanity. You know, right in
Yeah.
front of TV, and then soon as the shit is over, you see the marshals coming in, putting his ass in cuffs. You know, the first arrest might shock you. Isn't that what Q said? Maybe it's not a politician. Maybe it's not
Right.
something like that. Maybe it's somebody like Fauci. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That would freak people out. And I don't know if they're gonna do this because a lot of people took that jab,
Mhm.
and you don't want to scare the shit out of them. Oh my God!
It's to the point where
Yeah.
I don't even know what was whatever was in it, that
Hmm.
people even have the ability to like make sense of that. Like, you got a bioweapon. That wasn't a shot for, COVID.
I mean, what are they stupid? I mean, you
Right.
see
No, it's
Hollywood
it's
movies.
programming. It's
No,
literal programming.
Mhm.
Like,
there's Hollywood movies about this. 12 Monkeys, all this shit about viruses killing the world, and they're gonna say, okay, it could happen in real life. It's the most if that's what we're dealing with, Nancy, we might as well just move on without them. Wait a
well,
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
should,
I'm
she
telling you.
brings up a great point because you talk about Peter McCullough, all these other whistleblower doctors that are going down and what they've found and tested over years on different vaccines, on what they found with the ingredients that they used.
I
Where people,
watched it. I, as a nurse in in treatment with patients, I saw what was growing in what I watched that was in people's blood, and it would curl your toes. Whatever they put
ugh,
in that.
mm,
There's another Carrie Maget, Dr. Carrie Maget, put a little bit of the vaccine on a slide, and it
yeah.
literally
Came
came
alive.
together, came alive, and stood up. And I would love to show it on your show sometime, Sarge, but it would, it's unbelievable. It's like science fiction type stuff. And I saw it with my own eyes.
Yes,
It's
nanotechnology is
like the black
basically
goo.
it's the black goo, it's
Mhm. Just look at
nanotechnology.
there's a
It
movie, what
can
is it? Venom?
yeah, yeah.
The
That was
doctor
all
in
about the
that's
black goo.
Anthony Fauci, and they were taking people off the streets, like street people, and doing experiments on them with
No,
black goo.
no.
Yeah.
See,
Same with the
see,
gays and the HIV in the 80s.
and the kids too. You remember they did the
Yes.
kids that way too. You
Yes.
know, these people can't live among us. That's all I
No.
can say.
No.
No.
So I'm hearing from my contacts that they got something special for these guys. I mean, the way they're gonna do it, I don't think they're gonna do it like that. With what I was saying, I was just making a joke about they should arrest this dumbass right at on the Congress floor.
I was hoping the rope would come down from the
Yeah,
ceiling, right?
just do it right there. You don't need no
I'm
quick
sorry, I
trial,
shouldn't be
like Trump said.
laughing, but
You know,
Yeah.
it'll be like Chi. You know, Chi and them. The Chinese don't play. When they were getting rid of their deep state, you saw the way the
Yeah.
old leader of the CCP, how they got. He was trying to beg and plead. Nope,
Yep.
you could see the rope around his neck
Yeah.
already. You know what I'm
wasn't
saying?
didn't
She
they
was,
walk in and basically escort him out
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
While
yeah.
he was sitting
It,
next to
while
Chi,
he was, yeah.
yeah,
it's
why he,
it,
yeah,
you can see Chi look over and be like, man, just be
and
quiet.
this
Don't make
was
a
after.
scene.
If I don't speak Chinese, but a Chinese guy said this was after the speaker said that there are those among us that we cannot trust anymore, right? And they must be eliminated.
Yeah.
And boop, and then they got him. They got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your ass up.
Yeah.
They
Two
talking
of
about
them.
you. They
Yeah.
talking about you. And he was looking at Chi. Say, what's
He
going
was
on,
shocked.
Chi?
He said,
Chi,
huh?
Chi, Chi, Chi.
What?
No, no, no,
What?
no. And Chi didn't even give him a look. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Chi was cold as hell. He just like, yeah, get your ass out of here. You know what you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what you did. You've been doing crimes against humanity and blah blah blah. I think Chi is like an undercover agent too. You know what I'm saying? If they're
Yeah.
working together, Putin, Trump, and Chi is the head of the snake.
Yeah.
Okay, so Trump is in the middle,
Yeah.
and China and Russia is on the side. It's like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
they're working together, they had these secret meetings twice in China.
Hmm.
One first one was in the Forbidden City, and another was in a sacred place that nobody is supposed to go to. Also, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So,
And if they weren't, we'd be having problems in Iran with Syria. We'd be having Venezuela, all this other stuff. But guess what? Nothing. Nothing.
listen, man, we will be in FEMA camps.
Right. Well, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
going through the Walmart checkout.
Yeah. Yeah. People just
In
need to go
line
back.
for the guillotine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. People
Because
Yeah.
don't realize
didn't
that.
Obama like order a bunch of guillotines for?
Yeah, yeah.
Bush,
Him and homie was
all of them.
picking up homeless men and testing it on the homeless people.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
We can't live among these people, man.
no.
And they
And
bought those little like plastic black coffins, like, shallow
Hmm.
grave. Just these people are sick. Why a
so,
guillotine?
because they sick fucks. Okay, all right.
But like just
That's number one. Okay,
But you're watching, they probably were thinking, because over time I've like, I can't even fathom some of the stuff.
okay.
I got
I
to stop my thought
yeah,
process. But if
yeah,
you're standing in line, there's all these people standing in
okay.
line and they're witnessing this,
No,
like
I got the perfect example. You a nurse? Shame on you. All right. What are these people after?
adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
Hmm.
If you got your neck in a guillotine and you know
Hmm.
that you're gonna die, okay, in a second or so,
Yep.
mhm,
what is gonna build up in your body?
Yep.
Adrenaline.
That's what
Okay.
I'm talking about.
And then they
Standing in line, watching it happen too. You don't even
yeah,
have to get there.
mhm,
yeah, but let me finish. Okay.
Okay.
They cut
Sorry.
the person's head off instantly. And what does that stop? They take the head, and I wonder what they do with that head. Do they go and then cut the adrenal gland out, and they can use that as their elixir? You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because
and
they not just do kids is the most potent, but every human being has an adrenal gland.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
and it might be not as potent as a kid's, but it's still potent.
Hmm.
Okay,
yeah,
that's some strong shit, adrenochrome. Okay,
yeah.
and I'm looking
Uh,
at it like that. They cut the head off. There's the adrenochrome. It's right there, stable. You take the head and wherever they take it to, and they cut the adrenal gland out, and it is another body part in your body that they probably cut out in the body too.
oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about? What is it? The
Hmm.
nexus? The nexus? Nancy, I'm talking to
Nancy.
you.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah,
It was that 80th body part. What do they call it? The nexus, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. But
Well,
Yes.
and if
Well,
okay.
I'm not,
also the penile gland
yeah,
too.
that's
Hillary
what
Clinton was um, doing some really
Oh,
nefarious stuff.
eating the brains and shit. Because
right.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. That's the most nutrient. That's like the best part of the human body that these creatures, cannibals,
they're
love. Right.
cannibals. They're
Right.
cannibals.
Right. Right.
what the brains?
Yes, the brains are like the probably the most.
Hey, did I say this already? We can't live among these motherfathers.
No.
we can't.
No, it can't be
we
emphasized
can't.
enough.
We
And,
can't live among these motherfathers.
and that's why we need every
So,
single person watching this video to share this information, make clips, like it, share it, repost it, do whatever you have to do because everyone's sitting around waiting for the EV, whatever. there's something we all can do to be a part of this. You may not be able to do public speaking, podcasting, whatever, but you can share information. There's a way that you fit in. And the more that we all start coming together and overwhelming, you know, as a collective, it's like that 100 monkey effect. All it takes is just that one to get us over the hump where the floodgates open and boom, it's overwhelming. The veil is just shattered. And
And
it's
then we use the very important word that Sarge talks about all the time. And what is that important word, Sarge?
which
What?
one?
Only 2 letters,
No.
no more.
Yeah.
And
No.
No
you're
mas.
out. You
Yeah.
can't live here.
Yeah. I started using that. I started using that in courts. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't consent.
It,
No.
it, right.
No. No. And I'm not your slave. No. Show me. Show me.
Yeah.
Show me the contract. No. You know what I'm saying?
It,
That's the most
yeah.
powerful word you can use everywhere. You know. And
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
people just overlook that. You
Yeah.
have a right to say no. They guilt you out of saying no. You know.
Yeah.
You better not
Yeah.
say no to me. Yeah. We are your authority.
You don't have to respond to everything either. You
Yeah, I
don't have
know. Just look
right.
at him like, what? Yeah.
Like,
My
yeah.
whole life is taking the fifth.
Right.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
really, like everything we know at this point, or we thinking of, has to be questioned and reevaluated. There's
Hmm.
gonna, the masses have such a hard time unlearning things because their pride. They haven't done a lot of that what we call shadow work and spending time alone with source or church. People think they have to go to church and do all that. No, no, church is when you literally turn off all distractions, lay alone, and you spend time and you listen and you just spend that time with source. And if I don't and I've gotten to a point in this journey, and I'm sure all of you can relate, that like when you don't have that time and you feel off and a little distant from source at times these days, you're like, oh my god, I got to get centered, I got to get
Hmm.
grounded. Like if you go like, like Sarge and me and you, like, when emergency happens in the family, or you got to go somewhere for a long weekend or travel, stay somewhere you're not used to, out of routine, you kind of feel, distant a little bit, but it's just like that craving to know more, discern more, read, feel your intuition and just go with what your guts is, and get rid of fear and the anxiety, and knowing that we are on the right timeline and we are
Hmm.
here for a reason and we do have a choice. There is nobody coming to save us, but there is divine intervention and we have to go there. We have to get to that spot as an individual, and as a, these Christians or any other religious figures out here chastising people that, I see these OnlyFans girls that are turning to Christ, and they're going to the church and they're just getting shitted on by these Christians, in the church, and it just kills me. I'm just like, who are these people? I mean, it's like
Yeah,
that verse is, yeah,
it's just it's a small percentage.
yeah,
Most Christians are good people. You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? Yeah, and these they got fringe Christians too. You know what I'm
right,
saying? They got
yeah,
you can say far left or far right Christians. You know the
yeah,
same shit.
Hmm.
They bring their politics into spirituality.
mhm,
These people, man. I just basically I was just having a conversation with some people, and I was asking them, "You Christian?" They, yeah, we Christian. We believe in Jesus and Jesus. I said, "That's good. That's good. That's good."
yeah,
Did y'all get pissed off when they dressed Jesus up like a transgender in the Olympics? Did you get pissed off?
Yeah.
They had the Last Supper, and all of them were bone smugglers. I mean, where was y'all? Yeah, y'all should have been out there marching and doing something,
Right.
boycotting the Olympics or whatever.
right,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we got to turn the other cheek. So do they. They turn their other cheeks every day,
yes, they
probably
do,
every night.
twice,
They
yeah.
don't care about turning cheeks.
Mhm.
That might turn them on. Y'all talking about turning the other cheek. I can't believe I just said that. Cut, cut, cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a program interruption. This is the EBS. You have
This is
3 hours to get
FRI-YAY,
home.
y'all. Welcome to FRI-YAY. Welcome to FRI-YAY. Yo, I don't give a damn on Fridays because that's it's
No.
one of my days to just unwind. Y'all see the way I
Yes.
Oh
put out
man.
videos, right? I put out all the funniest crap,
Mhm.
get people dancing, get in a good mood, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
Mhm.
go girl, you go
There
girl.
you go.
Anyway,
I do,
yeah,
Zig, you brought up a good point, and I think people have to really get alone with themselves. Not, I mean, we have constant noise. We have all of our, electronics
Mhm.
and people just talking about things that really don't matter. And you
Yes.
never get a chance to, that noise never stops
mm,
unless you intentionally get to a place where the noise stops and you can start you know, listening to the messages that your body's giving you, which they're all the time. But if you've
Yeah.
got all this noise and these distractions, you can't get there. And I think that's done intentionally by the enemy so that
you
we
think
never realize who we are.
you think
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
uh,
I know.
uh, yeah, there you go.
Much different.
There you go.
That I believe. I
You know,
know.
you know. That's what they do.
Even
Uh,
during those quiet times, all of a sudden you'll hear outside,
mm.
someone's mowing the grass or cutting the tree, or there's something going on, or yeah.
Yo, you can cut your grass and do the tree or whatever. Go hug a tree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you do it with awareness. I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't like people that don't want to go and be aware of their surroundings because
Yeah.
and this happened before I was Marine. I grew up in the city and I grew up in the South simultaneously, both. You know what I'm saying? And I was always aware of my surroundings.
Hmm.
Mhm.
What's going on around me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you're gonna get caught up in some shit, especially in my neighborhoods, that you don't want to
Yeah.
get caught up in. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be aware of my surroundings, and people going through life like sleepwalking. I really can't understand or overstand them. You know, but it's okay. It's okay because they have been brainwashed, soul washed, MK Ultra, and all that good shit, spiritually
Hmm.
washed. Okay, and we got to give them a break. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm becoming more soft, Zig. I am. I used to be rough and tough, and laugh and joke and cuss them out, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
now I'm like, oh, you know,
Well, that I feel you on that. I used to be the same. Like, God, why can't you people just understand? You're so stupid. And we had many sessions. I've got many shorts and cutout clips of you just going off on certain things.
my
Like
rants.
yeah, you remember you remember on the White House lawn in the summer with Otto Penn when he shit his pants up, but they had the Pride people there, and there was
Yeah,
that dude about a couple years older than you with a beard in a dress with long hair, just dancing next to Biden. And I remember you and Heidi just cracking up, and I can see the image in my head. I wish we had the clip right now, but you know what clip I'm talking about. You see all these just creatures like they just pulled off the street, just clapping along.
yeah, they pulled out of the tunnels.
Yeah.
They got these reptilians dressing up as transgenders. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
right.
You can't fool me. Yeah, I see
Shape,
you. You the
shape.
snake that you are. Trump used to tell that story about the snake all the time, remember?
Snake.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm. Speaking of that,
Snake
in our
ass.
DNA and med beds, Nurse Nancy, let's
Mm.
talk about our DNA and med beds and everything that we were just talking about. We said we were going to talk about.
Okay. Well, I haven't physically put my hands on what they call med beds.
She's lying. She's lying. Look how awesome she looks, and she's
Yes.
97. Okay.
Damn.
Quit lying, Nancy, to the people.
All right. But I had this thought, and just before we got on, we were talking about the EBS or the EMS or whatever you want to call it. And I thought, and I've been thinking this for a while, but I thought if they used frequency to, in the EBS or EMS, whatever you want to call it, to awaken the masses. And frequency is so it's so important to our bodies working the way they were intended to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a good way to get the masses in alignment for what's coming. And that is a different world.
So
And
what
now
what
that we've had this last 10 years, it's been longer than that. This has been going on. We are visually seeing it, you know, in the last 10 years, but it's been going on for a long time.
Long
These
time.
these non-human, whatever they are, have been
mankind,
here for a
mankind,
very, very long time.
mankind.
Right.
Yes.
And
Mankind.
they've infiltrated every aspect of
Every
our world.
Mm.
Every single bit of it.
every
And you know,
town.
some people are not even, you know, I would say that some of the people that we see or whatever, they're not even human. NPCs, whatever you want to call them. It's like they can't be.
No.
You can't watch what's going on and not have any like feeling of.
So what you're saying is you want to use the EBS to use a frequency to gradually wake people up.
Yes.
Hmm. Interesting.
I just had to download a
So
premonition.
did I. Go ahead. Would you do yours first?
Yeah, real quick. So you remember that when you would go to the movie theater and Dr. Dre got sued on this for his Chronic 2001 album as the intro track, you would have that IMAX, that frequency that would go after all the previews, it would go.
Hmm.
It was like that. I did a terrible job of it, but it was like that. It was like that
You did a great
frequency.
job, Zig.
Wah, wah. Yeah. But anyway, so it's like, okay, main focus, like on the movie, pay attention. It's like a frequency that makes humans pay attention, right?
Hmm.
What was it? A couple of weeks ago, I shit you not. I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard this. It was like I was hearing frequency tones, like as if I was getting a hearing test, but I heard a distinct pattern. It was like do do do, and all of a sudden I woke up,
Hmm.
and it was during one of those crazy planetary times of the last moon phase or whatever last month. But it was like, I think you're on to something. I think they might already be doing that.
I think you're right.
You know, they
I
lucky I'm not in charge of the EBS and the
Yeah.
frequencies
Me too.
because I'm gonna tell
You'd
you,
be
man.
like turning it up. Let's go.
They just lucky. They just lucky because I would have all the bone smugglers like they be bone smuggling, and
Hmm.
I'll play the EBS, and then they awakened. I shouldn't be doing this.
Well, that's the other thing. Like these
Or I
these.
have I have the frequency. I'll have the frequency turn up so high that it frees them, and then you
Mhm.
can just go and you can see the bone smugglers. Yeah, I'm like, people will be, man, I didn't know you was a bone smuggler. I didn't. All these people be caught. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking, that's the funny download that I had.
Yeah.
But the real download I have, if they do that, it will. I think it will be a little chaotic because
I don't think
people.
so.
You don't think
Not
so?
if you're,
What is you? Why not?
well, because if you're, it's like meeting us where we're at in this process of awakening.
When you say
And
us, when you
I'm
say
talking
us,
about humans,
okay. So,
okay?
but
Because this is not going to affect non-humans in the same way.
okay. So let me just take that what you're saying.
Okay.
Humans. There's
Hmm.
a lot of humans out there that has been what brainwashed,
Right.
souls, okay, and they won't know how to react to an instant overload, and they don't know where that's now. If you're saying that everybody will start being like a hive mind and start like going up to like a 5D or something like that,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
you can't. I don't think you can do that like instantly. I think just like with a med bed.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
just bear with me a second here.
Mm-hmm.
There are, drugs
Drugs.
like I'm okay, just I'm using this as an example.
Okay.
There are drugs, which all drugs, none of them cure anything, they're all horrible.
Drugs are bad
But
and good.
if they can alter a person's like you can put somebody to sleep to do like a surgery so they don't feel pain. Why
Okay.
wouldn't frequencies, which are way more
Mm,
Now I get
advanced,
what you're saying. Okay, so
okay.
it will actually knock people well, not unconscious, but it'll put
not
them to.
unconscious, but in a calm way?
Well,
Yeah.
what about the people out there driving, people out there working, people
Well,
out there
I'm not
doing
talking about they're
surgeries?
going to fall asleep and be comatose, but they're like there's going to be this
But
awakening that's beautiful and like calm and oh my gosh, I feel, I can keep driving
so
it's not going to be
why
that
can't they
way.
just do that with the dome technology that they got and basically do that gradually? Like what we see
Maybe
with the
they are.
Schumann,
I
yeah,
think they are.
I think they're doing it already,
Yeah.
Hmm.
especially when you look at the Schumann resonance.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
Exactly.
you see that
Exactly.
Yes.
it's coming
Because
in
Yes.
bursts.
this
You,
is this is
Look at
that's
us.
another really good point is the Schumann resonance is the frequency of the earth, and it has been altered for so long with our weather and everything else that it's also realigning.
yeah,
Mm,
So, and we're
not on,
we're all doing this together,
yeah.
as a collective.
right, yeah,
So that's
not only is the Earth rising its frequency back to its normal C,
mhm.
probably, or even higher, we are also.
Yes.
We are the cause. We are causing a lot of that Schumann
Mhm.
resonance energy because we are made from what? I mean, these bodies. What are they made from?
Carbon.
The Earth,
Yeah, the earth.
the Earth, the stars.
We're
Dust.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
we're electrical being. We're freak. We're just
at the highest level, we're pure energy. We're pure conscious energy.
mhm.
Yeah.
So basically, when we're here in the physical world, we create these bodies out of the molecules, atoms, and proteins and everything that is avoided with chemistry to make up these avatars that's made
Yeah.
from the material that comes from what? The earth.
Mhm.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Dust. Yeah.
We
Mhm.
go back to the earth as the
Yeah.
bodies, not we, not the soul that's inside the body, but the body does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Dolores.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
no, go
And
ahead.
there's so many
I was
Oh,
there's
finished.
several different parts to our body that have never nobody's paid attention to them.
right.
I mean, our fascia covers every single part of our body, and it's like this electrical system. Our endocannabinoid system, is huge.
Mm.
It's and if you don't know anything about it, you got to dig deep because some of it is, it's not out there because if people actually knew how amazing our bodies work, it
We
would
will. We
it
will.
would be
We will.
we will at some
Yeah,
point,
we will.
Yeah.
very
Okay.
soon.
Yeah,
Just like
thank
how
you.
we heal ourselves with a wound. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we are, and Dolores Cannon said, those of you that don't know, if you don't know who Dolores Cannon is, look her up. She's an amazing lady. But she said since 2003 is when this began of the regeneration of our quote unquote junk DNA,
Hmm.
right? To
Mhm.
get us back up to, well, what is it? The 23, 2022 strand, the original
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Earth's
actually,
original template.
It's 12 strand DNA that's actually invoked with other species. Okay,
Yes.
that makes up this avatar. Okay,
Yes.
and it's
And
really cool. They collaborated to make an avatar to house a soul,
right.
and
Hmm.
they said the highest that they got to be able to house a soul's energy was approximately 33% in these bodies.
Imagine that.
These mother fathers that cut off that DNA, they say 90% junk, took that 33 down to about between 2 and 5%.
Hmm.
That's what we're operating off now, and we're still pretty cool. Imagine
Yeah.
we could get up to 33. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Imagine we
Yep.
could get up to 20. You know,
dude.
you seen that movie Lucy?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I need to
You
watch it.
Yes.
never, oh,
You
you
should
got to see
watch
that
that.
movie, dude.
That
I
is a great
just
movie.
I just was from a post note from years ago. I had it written down and I just saw it. I need to do watch that. So I will. And it's Sarge, I remember when I first started listening to you, like you were like Superman and all that stuff. That's us.
It is. It is.
And I'm
And
like,
there's another movie too, Prometheus, that
yeah,
has
Yeah.
med beds in it where,
Right.
and
They had,
when you talk about how our DNA has everything, like it's all there. People who have lost limbs and so on and so forth. There's
hmm
there's another movie that shows the person growing a limb back. I mean,
yeah,
it's and you have
just
people with phantom pain and just
hmm
they have feeling in a limb that's we can't physically see it,
hmm
but I had patients that are like, this hurts so bad and there's no leg there.
there was
yeah,
a planet, okay, where people like us, humans, had high abilities. We could, it would be called magic today.
right,
We could think of something and create it. You know,
Hmm.
we could
yeah,
actually levitate or fly, because we could make our bodies tune to the frequencies and float,
uh-huh,
okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? These Marvel movies are basically showing us how we were before the what they call the downfall of what they did and regenerated our DNA and with the genetic engineering shit. You know what I'm saying
right,
that
Hmm.
they did. Okay, and
hmm
unfortunately, we have been cut down to almost living on fumes. But I think
yeah,
now I think a lot of people like us that were awake. I think so. I've been hearing that we were almost at 17%. Okay, a lot
good,
of us. Okay,
good.
Really.
and we gonna be the ones that help the others that's still in that matrix to awaken, and we have to live this two or three times in order for these people to get it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is the second time that we and people like us, so we're getting frustrated, because we are way ahead of the timeline that they're on, and you know what I'm saying? And we were saying, like, come on, guys, remember what I just said about the bus? I mean, about the party. There's always the stragglers,
Yeah.
and we gotta take care of these people. And that's
Yeah.
where I'm at now. I think a lot of us are gonna wake up very soon because what I'm hearing is between this year 2004, January 4, July 4th, 2004 to July 4th, 2000, 2004. What am I talking about? 2026 to 2000, July 24th, 2027 is where all of this is going to be coming to fruition.
It makes perfect sense because in Trump's first term, shit didn't really start popping until 2018. Like,
As well as from what we saw, like he had to do a lot of cleanup.
oh
Well,
yeah.
you know,
And they
in all
still cleaning
aspects. I
up.
think a lot of it was done prior. We just had to like
hmm
go through this military operation that has been going on for a long time. Long,
And
long, long,
and if
long
you
time.
think Trump in the military is not going to secure the 2026 midterms,
Yeah.
Right.
I
I
Right.
got
don't
some
even
beach.
think we're probably not even I predict, and I know I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Go ahead.
Say it.
There's no way we can have midterms with a Republican and Democrat party. The whole system was corrupt.
Yep.
All of it. Even Republicans.
Yeah.
That's how they
All of
got
Our
the
it.
way.
yeah.
That's how our country got the way it
Yep.
got.
Our
Every
founding father said
politician.
that.
It goes all the way back to the 1800s, guys, where they stole our country.
Hmm.
A lot of people keep forgetting that. That is a very important part. They
Hmm.
stole our country, okay? They turned it into a democracy type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they say it's a threat to our democracy when we are a republic, okay?
Right.
It's a threat to their
Yeah,
control
their
system.
their democracy, which is
Right.
democracy. Just means a group of people, a
Right.
democracy of people. Okay, and
Yeah.
and they all think the same way, quite similar, And that's what a democracy is, and it gives them the right to have individual voting power. But a republic is where you basically put the individual self sovereignty above everything else. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If everybody treats everybody equally,
Yeah.
as a sovereign human being or a sovereign soul here having a human experience, that will eliminate 99% of our problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I
uh,
just don't get it. Why people hate their own self sovereignty. You don't want to have control over who you are or what you do. What the hell are you doing? Why do you need some authority over you?
Mm-hmm.
It really kills me. That's why I started this channel, Icons.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
International Community of National Sovereigns.
Yeah.
I mean, this is for everybody. This ain't just for
Well,
Americans.
Because
and and
Sarge,
I want to bring this up because I think this is important.
Hmm.
Everybody thinks that, well, if we don't have a government, everything will be chaos. No, no, that's not true. It's all chaos because we have a bunch of non-humans
Hmm.
running the show,
Yep.
causing chaos because innately
Yep.
humans are good.
Yep.
We are. We're
yes.
good. We've just been infiltrated by, I call them the criminal death cult,
Yeah.
that keep the noise going and the chaos going and everything else, and we can't remember who we are. This is
Hey.
part
Hmm.
of what's happening is the awakening.
Yeah.
People need to remember who they are. We
Yeah.
don't need to be governed by anybody.
Right.
That's the
Period.
Right.
that
And
that's
we
the
get it. It's overwhelming. It's hard. It sucks having your whole life view shattered once, but then over and over and over again as you keep digging. But that's the only way to the truth and moving forward. You just want to sit back comfortably in your county, city, state job, working for the bloated ass government because you just want to live off until you can retire, and then what? And then what? Take that money with you to the grave? Come on, people. Like, seriously, this is not meant how we were supposed to live. People are so wrapped up in the slave matrix and keeping up with the Joneses. Thank gosh, and thanks source, we have people like Sarge and others, and all of the icons, all 50,000 of us. I mean, I'm so proud and honored to be a part of this community because we have been ahead of the game and we have been awake. We've done a lot of the hard work. Not saying that we're better than anyone else or rah, 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 but we're gonna have to land this plane smoothly and educate them without it just sinking and going to collapse, which I don't think it will,
No.
be- because we are resilient. People don't like to admit that they get screwed over, just like when someone gets raped or bamboozled, they don't like to admit that they got swindled or hurt. It's embarrassing, right? It hurts, but eventually they get over it. And they come to and they start to rebuild, and Americans especially are rebellious and resilient and don't stand for the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Yep.
so happy to be surrounded by people who think the same way. I am so blessed to
Yeah, man.
be having people like Zig and you, Nancy, that have stepped up to the plate.
Likewise,
And
Sarge. Yeah. And
I
Zig.
and I want everybody to start stepping up to the freaking plate. I
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
mean, where we go one, we go all. It wasn't just some magical saying. It's the truth. Where we
Yeah.
go one, we freaking go all. I mean, uh, we live here amongst each other. And speaking of government, we don't need government. We need managers. We need people to manage our money that we're
Hmm.
sending to you free every year, okay, and do the right thing with it.
Right.
Wasn't this country started off a taxation without representation?
Presentation.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're using our money to go send it for transgender surgery in South Africa or some shit. Doing
Hmm.
seeing if a monkey is gay. Putting money in their pockets, and it's become a system of corruption. That's
Funding the
why this.
Klan.
Yep, that's why this war is about removing systems, not removing people.
Right.
You can remove people all the time. They just replace the people with the crooks, okay?
Right.
And there you go. We're in the same boat again. The whole
Really good
system,
point, Sarge. Really,
yep.
really good point right
Very.
there.
The whole system has got to go,
Mm-hmm.
okay? A
Hmm.
system of banking, the system of governance, the system of healthcare.
Hmm.
All of that shit has got to be rooted out.
Mhm.
System of energy that's got to be going because there's free energy all around us.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are just letting these people bamboozle us that they sending us electricity and all this shit when they getting it free but charging us for it. You know what I'm saying? That's got to stop. All these systems of negativity's got to go. It's been every system that they rule has turned negative because what? They're negative.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay? They
Right.
got the whole world in a debt, and we don't even know who we owe it to. You
Right.
know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Who we
Yeah.
owe? Why we got to pay to live on this freaking planet? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? The birds and the bees and the animals, they don't pay. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Everything is free. You go and you get a tree and it grows and it can have fruit fall on the ground. It's for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If
Mhm.
some guy that's coming along and put a fence around the trees and say, "Oh, this is mine now, and I'm gonna sell it to you." And it's okay if people want to like have you do the work and you go pay, but you don't control us. You don't own the earth, fool. Who are
Right.
you? You don't own the earth because
Yeah.
you making money. I don't give a damn about that. You don't own me. You don't own the planet. So have a
Right.
nice day.
Have a
Or
Mhm.
you can
nice.
go. We got a express portal that can take you straight to Europia.
Mm.
Okay?
Know your role and shut your mouth,
You
jabroni.
know what I'm saying?
Boots to asses.
Got time for this
Right.
shit. I'm sick of these people, man. I'm
I
so
know.
sick of
It's
them. You know what I'm
disgusting.
saying? Thinking that they still can rule. Oh, we're your authority. You ain't shit. Shut up.
Right. We're
Okay? Shut
royalty.
up.
No, you're royally
Shut up.
gay, is what
Yeah.
you are. Or stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so asinine. We need to get back to fundamentals, learning how to treat one another. Social media has made people antisocial and absolutely narcissistic to a point of freaking bleh. I want to throw up in my mouth when I see a young, you know, 20 something year old that you can tell got lip injections and all this stuff done because of how society thinks that beauty is looked, like
Mhm.
all this superficial bullshit that means absolutely nothing, and division of color, race, creed, politics, whatever. It doesn't matter who you vote for. It doesn't matter, and it's none of your business how much money X, Y, and Z makes. Treat and love your neighbor, man. Treat your fellow humans with compassion. Open the door for women. Help people. Whatever we got to do to get back to just not being
Service to others.
right.
Service to others.
It's not
Okay,
You know?
about
guys.
you. It's someone always got it worse. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, guys, it's 1:20, and y'all heard the phone call with my daughter. She'll be
Okay.
here in a little
Well,
bit,
man,
so I don't want to be interrupting the show and all of that. But I
Yeah.
think we got a lot of points taken care of here, and I am so blessed to have you guys here on a Friday.
man.
I know people are gonna be like, "Where's your Friday charge?" Well, sometimes I don't feel like doing a Friday. I want to just hang out with my buddies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And shoot the shit.
Yeah,
I just got to shoot
I
the
know.
shit.
yeah.
You know.
This takes effort, getting people together, coordinating it days, weeks ahead of time to
Mm.
put time away from our lives and our whatever we gotta do to exist in this earth. Like this isn't easy. So, it's easy for anyone to just hit the thumbs up, share, repost, be a part of the movement, man. Get involved, find something. We can all play the part. And the faster we do it, the faster we get there.
You
Yep.
sovereign Marines, you. I'm glad you went through the
Hoorah!
boot camp. You went through the boot camp. Okay, so
1871.
that's
That's where
right,
it all begins.
1871.
Mhm.
Don't ever forget
Yes.
that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people forget that shit. That we've been bamboozled for a very long time.
Yep.
No
People,
longer will we be bamboozled.
Nope.
yep.
All
Started
right.
1871 and the Organic Act ratified in 1879, like Sarge has taught over and over, and
Yep.
it'll speak for itself.
Let's go. Let's go. Fraud ends with where?
Fraud
That
begins.
begins.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So
And I'm
all that
so
shit is
proud of all of you.
all that shit is ours now, baby.
Yep.
Yes.
Everything that they did is ours. And you can throw in
Hell
that
yeah.
executive 13848 in there if you really
One
want
three eight
to.
one eight. All kinds of yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We doing the right thing here.
Right.
Trump is having fun, so why can't we be having fun? You know
That's
what I'm
right.
Right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? He's out there. Listen,
He look worried.
He don't look worried. Man, he look like he going to play some golf. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. What? Okay. Did you? All right. You took Carg Island. All right. Okay. I'm on a knife hole right now. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
He ain't worried
All
Deplete
right,
about shit.
everybody.
People
deplete
worried
them
about
now.
yeah. People
Okay.
worrying about him getting assassinated. I'm not.
I'm
You know what
not.
I'm saying? I'm not worried about
Mm-mm.
nothing. You know,
Mm-mm.
because he's insulated. The real Trump is nowhere near
Right.
where he can be assassinated. And even now, they got technology that they basically can scan the area. Okay, a 2 mile area from where Trump is at, and
Mhm.
any freaking hostile force. I think they're using quantum to read the people's thoughts. I really
Oh
do.
yeah, there's
Okay,
no doubt about it.
because you got the Starlink up in the sky, you got the
Mhm.
quantum computers that's all around Snow White the Seven Dawn. Okay, they got them on each continent. Okay, and I think they're basically using that technology, and that's something from do 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 do. People ain't gonna believe
Yeah,
that
just
shit.
watch there's a series with Jim Caviezel, Person of Interest. Watch that.
I already did.
Stargate one.
I already did.
Stargate. Yeah, all of
Yeah.
them. Just watch the X Files from
Hmm.
beginning to end.
Hmm.
It's everything.
Yeah, there
And
was a show that if anybody can get it, go watch The Fringe. I used to,
ooh,
The Fringe is free. I gotta go back and watch that again because they had a
Outer
lot of,
Limits.
yeah. The
Yeah.
Outer Limits was who was best friends. The guy that made Outer Limits was best friend with Gene Roddenberry, and he made Star Trek, and that's my shit. And
And
I
you said
love my Star Trek.
MJ12. MJ12 was
Yeah,
the
the
son of
guy's father. Yeah,
yeah,
I
man.
can't think of his name now, but the guy that made
What was it? You know what I'm talking.
you
Gonna
just said
fuck
the name.
the Outer Limits.
The
Yeah,
Outer
yeah,
Limits, the guy that
yeah.
made him,
We
made that
control.
show was his father was MJ12.
Yeah.
Okay, and
See, if you don't know what MJ12 is, go ahead
Majestic
look that
12,
up. Mm,
Majestic 12, Majestic 12.
yep, ladies
But
and gentlemen. Yes.
anyway, it's been nice to hollering at you guys, and I think we got to do this again. Maybe not
Yeah.
on a Friday, maybe on a Monday. Maybe on a Sunday. Maybe we can have church. Okay.
Yes. Definitely more often. And I
On a
love you
Yeah.
Sunday,
guys,
you know what I'm
man. I
saying?
miss you guys so much. It feels like
Sovereign church. We got to
yeah.
get the group back together. I haven't did a administrator video in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's been a while since we had a real round table.
A
And
real round table, yeah.
man, we miss our brother Brad.
Get all the
It's
people
hard.
together. Get our friend over in South Africa.
Yeah.
Get the one in Florida, and
Yeah,
you
Lexi.
going back to Arizona. We get the one in Arizona. We get two Arizonas now. We'll have
Hmm.
Lexi and you. You know,
Get it.
we
We're
doing
missing a
pretty
bunch
good.
of I I hate when I start naming names and I get lost. I'm like, shit. I know I forgot somebody.
Well, there's 17 administrators because
Yeah.
Brad is still here with
Yes,
us.
he is.
All
Yes, he
right.
is.
So anyway, you guys have a great Friday. Hope you be blessed, and just remember you are a special soul here having a physical experience as a human. And you guys you're on record as we speak of being ones because you can be able to show your people this 500 years from now because you gonna still be here if you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, I was in the fight. I was in the fight.
Mhm.
I was doing my thing. I was trying.
Yeah.
That's all you can do is try.
That's all
Yep.
you can
Yeah,
do.
because
Failure is the
All right,
biggest teacher.
icons. Thank you for joining us, and we'll do this again soon. Right, Sarge?
all
Love,
right.
love you,
Peace,
family.
Love you, family.
peace,
Love,
peace.
Truth.
love, truth, prosperity, and authenticity
All
There
to
right,
you
all
hold
of
on.
go.
you.
There
One
you
more time.
go.
One more
There you
time.
go.
One
There
more
you
time.
go. I love it.
One,
I love it. I love it.
two, three. Peace,
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 love,
love,
love, truth,
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 and
prosperity,
prosperity,
prosperity.
and
and authenticity.
authenticity. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
You getting
Oh yeah.
there. You getting there, Zig. You getting there.
Oh.
It only took you 3, 4 years to get it. All right, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
I'll talk to
mixing.
you guys soon, man.
Man.
Okay.
Bye.
It was
Bye
so
bye.
awesome. Thanks, guys. All right.